Another thing you can do to support your partner with BPD that has BPD, any individual with BPD, is to understand that this person is going to get very upset because one of the main symptoms of borderline personality is inappropriate intense anger. Like I remember one time I was driving with an ex-girlfriend. This was like probably 10 years ago. I had mentioned, hey, when we go to this bar, is you think this time you wouldn't go home with another guy, because she had literally done that to me. We went to the bar. I was like her friend. I was her best friend. Her best friend that fucking ate her pussy. I was her best friend. You know, that type of deal at first. And we went to the bar and I was making a joke. I said, hey, do you think this time you wouldn't go home with another guy? This girl literally goes into a fucking rage, starts literally screaming at me in the car to the point where it was becoming a dangerous situation. She was literally foaming at the mouth. She was foaming at the mouth in the car. That's inappropriate, intense anger, guys. A sign of BPD. A girl screaming at you in the shower, like my girlfriend did to me this week, screaming at me in the shower. That's intense, inappropriate anger. Inappropriate. She could have just said, hey, honey, do you know anything about my email? What's going on? But instead, she was screaming at the top of her lungs. That's inappropriate, intense anger, guys. So you have to understand that your borderline partner is prone to get pissed off, is prone to go into a rage. And one thing you can do is give the person space. I tell all the men on my channel, because a lot of times it's men getting arrested for domestic violence. Yes, women beat guys too. A lot of times the men end up the guilty ones because they lose their temper. And if you've lost your temper in the past, you've smacked a girl, know that you can change. You can adopt some coping skills to keep yourself and other people safe when you get mad. You can get your shoes on and go for a walk. I remember I was dating another BPD girl, because I've dated many BPD girls. When she would get mad, I'd jump out of the car. I'd give her space for a couple minutes, and then she'd tell me to come back and give me kisses. BPD girls can be very sweet, but they need space. When they get super fucking angry and super pissed, let them tell you what they need. The first thing I would do is get your shoes on and leave. Tell them to call you. Tell them to call you when they're ready for you to come back. Tell them to text you when they're ready for you to come back. Like this week when me and my girlfriend got in our huge arguments, right? And I don't even really know what caused it. The first one was the email. The second one, I think she was just having a bad day, and she was upset. But what I did both times, guys, is instead of engaging in a fight with a girl that's allegedly BPD, in my book, I think she's BPD, and I joke with her about it. She calls me a narcissist, so she's kind of just as guilty of, accusing each other or something. But the only reason why I call her BPD is because I would like her to get help for it. I'd like her to understand that, hey, I'm being inappropriately angry with Steve. I'm screaming at Steve. It must be my BPD. Or I'm having paranoid ideation thinking he deleted my email. There's therapy for BPD. That's why I bring it up. I don't feel like issues are going to get better unless they get addressed. Like, I'm the first person to admit I have some bipolar behaviors. Like, I get mad. I can scream. That's why I leave the situation, because I don't want to yell at people. I don't want to lose my temper. That's why I get my shoes on and leave, guys. Leave the situation. So that's going to be a second way to support your BPD partner, is to give them space when they're mad. You have got to leave the situation. You're not going to restrain them. You're not going to push them. You're not going to hit them or punch them or hurt them in any way. Keep in mind that your borderline disordered person, your partner, could literally be in a psychosis. Psychosis can be a symptom of BPD. You can go into psychosis or disassociation or psychosis if you have BPD. You could have co-occurring disorders with it, like schizophrenia. Like one of my ex-girlfriends was schizophrenic with borderline, and it was a fucking nightmare. She had like multiple personalities. I never knew who I was going to get. One day literally had me up by the throat at my building. Had me up by the throat. I said, honey, if the police see you do this, they're going to stop. That's BPD. They can get assaultive, not in every case, but they can get assaultive. But your job as the boyfriend or husband is to get your fucking shoes on and leave the situation. That way you're not being charged with pushing your girlfriend or slapping your girlfriend when you lose your temper. Or, you know, she's not hitting you and then you hit her back. Now you're both guilty of domestic violence. It stops domestic violence in the tracks, guys. Many times men are arrested for domestic violence for restraining their girlfriend. Maybe their girlfriend's attacking them. The guy restrains them. Next thing you know, he's going to jail because he restrained his girlfriend. My recommendation to you, all of you men out there, is get your fucking shoes on and leave the situation. That way everybody stays safe. Even saves the police a trip out. Keep in mind not to blame the police. If the police get involved, they're just doing their job. They got called to your house by someone, so don't take it personally. Don't blame the police. They're just getting calls. If they got a call to your house, they have to respond. So getting mad at the police isn't fair. They're just doing their job, making sure a situation is a safe situation, you know? And you want to be on good terms with the police. Why would you want to be on bad terms with the police? So now you put yourself on the radar. The best thing you can do is be kind to police, be nice to police. Keep in mind, these are the people that would be saving your ass. If you were getting your ass kicked by fucking 10 people outside, the cops are the ones that would save your ass. So how about have some fucking respect for law enforcement? The whole anti-police campaign that was an agenda pushed by, you know, people I don't even need to mention in this video because I want to stay on topic. Because we always get off on tangents on my video, don't we, guys? Bear in mind with me because I had some medication at my house this morning, so bear in mind with me, you know. Anyway, guys, you know, how to support your partner with BPD. Number one was you got to be patient with them. Number two is give them space when they need it. That's going to be number two. Is give this person space when they need it because they are going to get pissed. They are going to get mad. They might say something in psychosis. Like I mentioned earlier when my girlfriend's made the comment about the gun. That could have been a psychosis. She could have literally been in psychosis when she said that because she's most likely BPD. That's why I'm not taking it personally. I'm not mad about it. I'm not holding grudges. You know, you can't hold grudges against someone that's mentally ill because their behavior may be out of the scope of their control. Like when she said that to me, she probably wasn't aware because she was also starting a new medication, guys. And medication can cause major issues. Like we didn't even have any fights before she started taking this new medication. She started taking the new medication and then the next day screaming at me in the shower. So was the screaming caused by her BPD or was the screaming caused by a med change? So looking outside the box and being a forgiving soul, being a forgiving person, knowing that none of us boyfriends are perfect by any means. We have our own fucking faults. Like one thing I've been working on this year is not raising my voice because I have a tendency to raise my voice when I'm mad. I've been trying to avoid that by just leaving the situation. I get my shoes on and I leave. Like when me and my when me and my girlfriend got in a fight this week, what did I do, guys? I got my shoes on and left both times. I didn't engage in an argument. I didn't engage in a shoving match. I just got my shoes on and left to keep everyone safe. No one wants domestic violence. There's no excuse for domestic violence. So that's what you're doing, guys. You're keeping the situation safe by just getting your shoes on and leaving the situation. You know, like even my dad, he had some, I believe, domestic violence charges because he wasn't doing the right thing. He wasn't using his coping skills. Maybe when he got mad at my mom, he slapped my mom because he was mad. What would have prevented that, guys? That's right. If he had got his shoes on and left when he was upset and gone for a walk and used his coping skills. Like one of my buddies, he walks more for health reasons. He walks like every day. His name's Jay. Jay, if you're watching this, hope you're doing well. Get a hold of me one of these days. I have some work for you at the house. He's my maintenance guy too. I just had a roof leak this week, so I might need Jay to come up and do his magic. You want to get paid, Jay? Come on up. But anyway, guys, be a good friend. Be a caring boyfriend. Like even my friend Jay has had experiences with women that have mental health issues, and he hung in there for like 10 years to be a stepdad to 2 kids. These kids wouldn't have had a dad if it wasn't for him. You know, so that's what being a good person can be like, guys, is just stay the course. That's my point. Like the boyfriend stayed the course for 10 years despite his girlfriend having mental health issues. He stayed the course for like 10 years, and because of that, the kids had a father. That's what you can do with your BPD girlfriend if you choose to stay. And my recommendation is only stay if you have the patience to stay. If you think you're going to get violent, leave the situation for good. If you think you're going to really be inappropriate with your girlfriend because you lose your temper, leave the situation for good. Keep the situation safe. Know what your limits and bounds are. Like me, sometimes I can deal with the hate cycles because I can come home for a few days, because I have my own house and we both can give each other space for a couple days. Maybe I could give her space in a hate cycle. Like, we've broken up 3 times this year, guys. Don't you see a pattern here? It's probably because she has BPD. Love-hate cycles are one of the main symptoms of BPD. Out of the blue, she'll just get mad at me like she did this week. Everything was going great with us. There was nothing even wrong. And that's what can happen, is sometimes BPD can cause fights that are just outside the scope of understanding. Like me, I don't even know what she got mad about this week. I think she's just having a rough time and probably just taking her anger out on me. But just like Ozzy Osbourne said in his song, "Lean on me, I can take the weight." You know what I mean? I know you think you're all alone. I wasn't there when you needed me. I didn't forget the love you gave. And now I'm sitting here, right here. If you need a friend, give me your pain, give me your anger. Let me be the rock, I can be the pillar of strength that you need. Something, 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 something. Better late than never. Lay your world on me. I can take the weight. One of my favorite songs. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in today. Remember to give your BPD partner space when they're mad. Leave the situation and let them know they can call or text when they're ready for you to come back. Till next time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to go on Google, type in Faith Rising on Amazon. That's FAITHRIZING on Amazon. Type that right into Google to find my Faith Rising on Amazon listings. I have one of my best sellers right now is listed at $16.99 minus shipping. $16.99, guys, you can get a shirt and then just pay a couple dollars for shipping. I think it's like $6 to $10. I'm not exactly sure what the shipping is. But the shirt is listed. I've listed the shirt at $16.99. So you'll be able to get a butterfly shirt for mom or your sister, or even if you're a guy that likes butterfly shirts, you can get it right now for $16.99. Right through how I told you to find it, guys. But thank you so much for tuning into these videos. Of course, we're all just having fun. We all have issues to work on. Like me, myself, I have semi-bipolar disorder. I have up and down emotions. I probably have PTSD. You know what I'm saying? I have issues too. I'm no better than anybody else. I'm no better than anyone watching this video. I'm no better than my girlfriend. I have issues too I'm working on. If we can all be humble, that's how we're going to get ahead, guys. Humble to get ahead. How about that be one of the mantras this year? Humble to get ahead. Stay together and eat bread. All right, till next time. Catch you guys later.